Hey Domino's, happy Tuesday. It's our weekly check-in, and today we're going to talk about building business credit for your EIN. Guys, let me just start off by saying I'm so happy and so blessed to be here this week. We had a little bit of a scare with my daughter. She had some breathing issues. We had to be admitted into the ER. So thank God that she is okay. She is blessed, and I am just happy to be back here in this space with you all again to hop back into it. So members, Domino's, hope you guys are staying on top of it, right? You're executing. I know that as business owners, we get busy, right? Life happens, things happen, but make sure that you're staying on top of what you need to do for when the time comes that you need funding, because that time will come. So that's what we do here at the Domino Effect, is teaching you how to leverage yourself, right? Stay prepared for when that opportunity arises, right? So you're already set up. And a good way to do this is setting up business credit, because you can get funding that's not linked to you personally. So I'm going to give you some step-by-steps, all the details that you need to know. It's just a really quick, short video training on how you can build business credit, some tips, some resources, some tactics that have helped thousands of business owners just like you. So I'm going to tell you all about it, guys, step by step. So let's get into it right now. Make sure you're hitting that like button, that subscribe button. If you're not a member, you're coming in and joining the community, because on top of all of the free training that we give, we are also doing, you get first entryway into some of our events, some inside scoop on pitch events that we have coming up. We bring in our lenders, we bring in our investors to talk to you directly. It's a really great community that we're going to be building, but we need your support. So go ahead and like, share, subscribe. If you're in small business, if you're a founder, then this is for you. So my goal is for you is to help build business credit quickly, right? And make it easy, fast. That's going to help you get into unlimited access to capital to, getting for your business. But you have to follow a series of steps, and you got to do it in order, because everybody that's failed, right? And many people have failed, and everybody that's failed follows the steps out of order. They're like, oh, I don't even have to do it this way. I've been doing this my way for this long, so I'm going to stick to it. Guys, all I got to say to that is just ask yourself, has that worked? Why not try something different? If you follow these steps precisely that we show you, that we teach you, then you're going to be successful. You're going to be able to tap into this capital through the business credit building system. So let's get into step one right now. The first step with building business credit is you have to be appealing to lenders. You have to be desirable. You have to be credible. You have to be attractive. Remember what I said earlier? We're teaching you how to be prepared, right? How do you become attractive? You are prepared early, right? Make yourself credible in the eyes of the lenders and the investors. This isn't about what we think we should get, right? This is about what are they looking at, right? So Entrepreneur Inc., if you know this magazine, they talk about pretty much the same thing, the importance of credibility currency when it comes to these lenders, right? They're primarily looking at a few different things to look at your credibility. So the first thing that they're going to be looking at is, your business office. This is basically the address that you have. They're going to look at the phone number, the website, the email. This should all be professional, okay? Professional address. I don't want to see any PO boxes, separate phone number for your business. How you structure your office environment. You have everything separated from you personally. This is extremely important to improving your fundability foundation. And then the second aspect is how you're going to set this up to begin with. You need a business name that's not going to reflect that you're in a high-risk industry. So if you are in a high-risk industry, then make sure that you're checking out our videos on how the NAICS codes, right? Knowing what industry you're in, knowing your SIC code, your NAICS code, these are important. You want to make sure that you're setting up not just that, but a desirable entity type. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about an LLC, I'm talking about a corporation, right? Make sure you are set up. You do not want to be out here making money, right? Essentially, say hi to Maury. He just sat on the back of you do not want to be out here essentially running your business, making money, and then you don't even have it registered, right? So you're not a business essentially. Make sure that you have these pieces in place. I have spoken with many business owners who are like, I'm selling, I'm making money, I'm doing this, but they don't have a business bank account, and they haven't even filed their business as an entity. So you can't even get funding. You'll never get funding if you don't have that set up properly. So make sure these things are structured because it makes you lendable, right? Then, you can tie that into, if you have a physical business address, right? Remember, we're staying away from PO boxes, right? Somewhere that has like an office space, a virtual address. It is the first step to establishing that foundation. So this is the first step of, right, this credibility aspect, okay? And then the business banking, how I mentioned, how I've spoken with a lot of businesses who actually don't even have their business bank account set up. They're using third-party apps, right? Oh, I deposit into Zelle, or I'm using Venmo, right? And then just leaving it at that. But guys, you want to have a separate business bank account, okay? You want to have a merchant account set up that can accept like Stripe, okay? That can accept, credit cards and things like that. So you want to make sure that you have that set up, right? Something that accepts American Express, Discover, things like that. Make sure you're getting set up with your business reporting agencies. How do you get set up with the reporting agencies? You get your DUNS number, you get your all of this established because it's going to go a long way to make you look bankable, to make you look lendable to lenders. So when you do this right, you accomplish step one, you're building that strong foundation. And now you look desirable to lenders. And now we can start getting you approved for real usable credit. And that brings us to the second step, which is getting the initial credit. And there's two ways to do it. And the first step is you could do something like getting business credit cards, right? You could get something called stacking. It's like a hybrid program, right? And what they'll do is report to the business credit agencies. So it's basically they help startup businesses, even if you don't have revenue or collateral. You just need good personal credit, collateral. What do we mean by good personal credit? It's not just the score. It means you have a good profile. You're current on all of your payments. If you have good credit, or if you're working with a co-signer, right? Somebody that supports your dream, maybe a spouse, maybe a family member, maybe even a partner that, believes in what you're doing. They can come on as a personal guarantor and they can help you with getting this type of funding. It's going to help you jumpstart your credibility, right? Then the second way you can do this is get starter vendors. Now, with starter vendors, they help you with two things, right? They help you with getting credit. It's basically when you're just starting out. So you can get credit when you have challenge credit, when you don't have any revenue. And then also they help you with starting to report to the business credit agencies. It's like your first step, right? 9 out of 10 vendors don't report the credit they give you to the business credit reporting agencies. So we have to get you credit with vendors that do. And that's exactly what the starter vendors do. So places like Granger, places like Uline, they give you credit when you don't have any, and then they report it to the reporting agencies. And then once you have like 5 of these accounts, you start to have a solid profile that helps you move on to step 3. And then if you want access to more vendors, then go to claim your free credit guide. I'm going to give you the link right underneath the description. Go ahead and dive into it so that you can check out all of the steps. But the next step is you want to build business credit with more vendors, right? After you've already gotten your 5 examples are basically every major retailer that exists. So everything from Staples to Home Depot to Lowe's to Sam's Club, even Macy's, Nordstrom, Best Buy, John Deere, they all offer business credit. So whether you need like computers from HP or Apple or Dell, or you need home improvement supplies or contracting supplies from Lowe's or Home Depot, all of them will approve you for credit lines at 10, 20, 30, 50,000 or higher to be able to grow your business. And you start to get access as soon as you have those tier 1 starting to report. So once you have the initial credit, then you move on to getting credit with all the vendors and credit lines that you're using to grow your business. As you continue to do that, that's going to bring you to the final step in this business credit building process. And then the final step is getting auto financing and universal credit without a personal guarantee. Personal guarantees are your choice, right? But they should be strategically used, okay? You should be investing your personal guarantee. You don't want to give it up too soon, okay? You got to hold on to it. So a lot of credit issuers aren't going to require them if you're following the steps in this training. Some of them will, but by getting all of the credit you can without the guarantee, you can literally strategically use it for when you need it for something like an SBA loan. So at this stage, right, we're going to get auto financing without a personal credit check. So for example, we have a client, okay, she was able to get $350,000 in financing at Ford. Okay. So by getting all of this without, you can use this for strategy, guys. With our client who was able to get the auto financing without a personal credit check, she got the 185,000 in financing in Ford. And then the other one got 350, like I told you earlier. And that was all without a personal guarantee or credit check. So basically, sky's the limit. Whether you're going to get a primary vehicle, a fleet vehicle, it's literally the sky's the limit because you can use auto financing without a personal guarantee or credit check to at this stage so that you can be able to grow your business, right? And then universal credit. And universal credit is basically a name that we use, to call Visa cards, American Express, Discover cards, these cards, right, that you can use anywhere. So it's going to take about 14 accounts to get to this step. But when you have 14 accounts reporting on your business credit reports, you can get auto financing and you can start to get universal credit. And that's really like throwing fuel on the fire that you need to grow your business, okay? So that's a brief overview of what you need to start building business credit. Don't forget to claim your free business credit building guide, which goes more in depth into these steps. Also, take a moment to register for your funding planning session. Get your consultation. Get scheduled with the team. We'll help you improve your credibility. We'll tell you what's wrong, what needs to be fixed, so that you can qualify for more credit and financing. And they give you resources and tips to get more business financing. But then you get this free assessment as well. It tells you everything you qualify right now. So look, a lot of entrepreneurs don't think that they can get any money right now. But then when they do this consult, they find out that there's actually several types of funding that they qualify for. So make sure you're getting registered so we can talk to you about how you can get more money in the future and money that's available for you to get right now. So if you like this video, if this found this information helpful, then make sure that you're liking, you're subscribing, and helping us grow the channel. As you know, the more subscribers that we have, the more businesses we're able to reach with our resources. Make sure you're coming into the community and signing up for the membership as well. But don't forget to claim your free business credit building guide, and I'll see you guys in class next time.